Welcome to another week of A Friendly Nudge. So this week we're going to make a soup that I used to make a long time ago, but haven't made it in years. It's a chicken cannellini pasta soup, which kind of sounds wild, and I used to use spinach. I've substituted for kale because I had that in the fridge. So it's chicken, and those are some Polish sausage that I've got at Costco. It's a grass-fed sausage. It's celery, onion, a little salt, a couple of cloves of garlic, black pepper, paprika, kale, diced tomatoes, cannellini beans. That's some gluten-free pasta, chicken stock, and olive oil. And all this stuff comes together pretty quickly. And this is another one of those things of, like I was talking about, kind of letting the ingredients shine. And they all kind of play together nicely. So, it is a little more carb forward than some of mine, but I think you're going to like it. So, this is my first cooking session with my arm in a sling. I had a shoulder replacement. It's been now about 3 weeks ago. But, it's working, and I've got a great sous chef who makes some of this possible. I'm putting a pretty good glug of olive oil in there. I'm going to get a little bit of color on the chicken breast. And, some of these things are a little easier to do with two hands than with one. But, one thing you figure out is that you learn how to manage. So, I would have probably tried to let this stay in there a little bit longer if I was trying to just serve the chicken breast. In other words, I wasn't going to chop them up and put them back in there again. So I went ahead and kind of muscled them up out of the bottom. Normally they'll release once they're completely cooked, but the fact that we've got a little extra kind of chicken there in the bottom of this is going to help with flavor development anyway. So my sous chef had to finish that release piece. So anyway, we got the chicken to where it's got enough browning on it that it's going to help a little bit with flavor. And now I've just broken some of that spaghetti up into kind of smaller pieces, and we're going to brown that a little bit. One of the things it does is it kind of adds a little bit of a sort of a nutty taste to the pasta. You don't want to let it burn. In fact, that's the chicken there that's on the bottom, those pieces. So I'm just kind of getting that loose. And you just want to get a little bit of color development on the spaghetti. So it'll kind of start turning kind of a light golden color. It's obviously a little different color than when it went in. And now that's that one onion that I've diced up, or actually that my lovely sous chef did for me. And I'm getting that added in. And then I'm going to add, that's 5 stalks of celery that we chopped up, or that Jude chopped up. And there's the chicken that she chopped up. And you want to do it kind of roughly bite-sized. That's the Polish sausage. And then added the garlic in. I could have done that a little sooner, but, it's working. And then that's the can of cannellini beans that have been drained. And then we'll add the diced tomatoes. And then I'm going to get that stirred up, and then we're going to add a little. I had salted the chicken breast pretty liberally earlier, but I want to add just a little bit more salt to it. So, kind of a fat pinch of salt. I'm putting some pepper in, a little bit of paprika. I'm trying to get it where the camera can see it, but sometimes you just have to do with what you can. There we go. So just, that's probably a half a teaspoon. And then I'm just putting that whole container, it's a quart of chicken broth. And then once we kind of get that mixed in, what I want to do is I want to get that to bring it to a boil. And then I'm going to add the chopped kale in. And with that, we just need to leave it in there long enough to kind of get the kale to wilt. I'm just going to get it stirred in well. One of the things is I can't hold the pot very effectively. I want to make sure that the chicken is up to temp, and it is. And then just trying to taste the broth to see, okay, does it need anything? And it's like, no, I mean, all the flavors came together really well. Just going for a bite here. This stuff was absolutely delicious. And I want you to have a wonderful week. And by all means, play with your food.